Hour, dear friends, with an incredible artist, a wonderful friend. I've gotten the pleasure to know Fernando Silva for many years. He combines charm, the Latin culture, of course, the passion, the corazón, the energy, and not only a flamboyant personality outside, but inside as well. The moment you're going to meet him, you're going to be falling in love. It's going to be coup de foudre, love at first sight, as if you are meeting the Salvador Dali of the 21st century. He's passionate, he's elegant, he's suave. He knows hospitality on the back of his hand because he runs the fabulous Glen Arbor Golf Club, that very famous historical golf club out of New York. I was with him there, and I could tell you we've had the time of our life, meeting some wonderful collectors and great members, talking wine. But today, Fernando became as well, besides running the show there, an incredible artist. And he has a fabulous inspirational life to share. So I would like, dear friends, for you to meet my friend all the way in New York, in his studio, Fernando, señor, buenos días. Woohoo! Fernando Silva is here.
Hola la, hola la. Here we go.
Yeah, baby, yes.
Were you expecting that? Were you expecting that, monsieur?
I'm expecting everything from you. And I have a big question for you. Did you trim your inspiring mustache with this beautiful saber this morning?
I did a little bit of work here and there, you know.
You're looking good, mon ami. Cheers.
What I mean, cheers.
Fernando, such a pleasure to be together. Dear friends, look at him. He's surrounded with his beautiful art, and you're going to feel that talent. I love the red tablecloth as well, which is bringing the energy of your sangre.
It is, it is. A puro corazón.
So, Fernando, when did you discover you were such a talented artist? Let's go directly to art, and then we'll go back to wine, and then we'll come to wine, and then we'll talk love, then we'll talk everything that comes with love.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I was a little, since I was a little kid, I always were attracted to art. Art has not been really part of my childhood, but it was, you know, it's a collection of experiences. So I had my, my dear aunt, that she took care of me in my younger years. And she had a passion for traveling, for arts, and for the, you know, the joy de vivre. So she was from, a girl from the 60s. And,
I like what you're doing, by the way. You are really demonstrating your talent on how to open a bottle in a majestuous way. Look at those precise movement of the painter. Be careful of those fingers. Unless you put the blood mixed with the paint, which would be a good idea too.
Well, we'll see. They say it's a kiss of angel, right? And well, this lady, which I love so much, she really put that twist in my head of art. And I started doing drawings and stuff like that, but never seriously until my later life. You know that life is a collection of experiences. So, and decisions. The decisions that we make every day determine where we're going to go in the next step. So I, as born in Argentina, decided I wasn't going to live there all my life. And so one day, I packed my things and I left. It's been 15 years now.
You just pack your bag and you say, "Ciao, Argentina."
Ciao. Don't cry for me.
That's unbelievable. So how old were you when that happened?
First time I left Argentina, I was 19.
Mm-hmm.
I started working hospitality. I worked for cruise ships, Norwegian and Royal Caribbean. So I was 19, 20 years old, and I was already traveling Asia, England, Europe, like a sailor. A connection with the sea, with the ocean, with the adventure, with the, I don't know, with the transcendental experiences of life, you know, and that changed me. I was not a painter yet, but I was, looking at the glasses in a very curious way. That curiosity started there because I befriended an Italian guy, Bruno, and he was the sommelier in the ship. And I was like, how do you get this job? How do you do it? Well, you have, number one, even though Italians, we don't like French, you have to love their wines.
But in fact, truthfully, we love each other. You know that. The Italian and the French. Yeah. We're little cousins, we're little brothers.
That's it.
I think the French are very jealous of the phenomenal creative talent of the Italians. That's maybe why, that happens that way. Who knows?
There's always a love-hate relationship with, neighbors. It's like Argentina, Malbecs and the Chileans, their Cabernet Sauvignon, or their Sauvignon Blancs in the south and the Riesling in Argentina. It is a love-hate relationship. I believe that, it's like, brothers or sisters, when you're little, when your brother or your sister, you have that little competition thing, like that friction, but it's not forever.
So what made you believe that you wanted to do wine? Were you impressed with this gentleman on the cruise ship and you got intrigued and that pushed you into the world of wine first?
Yes, I believe so, because I was, number one, I was not, which I realized in America, I was not of legal age to drink. I didn't know that there was that law of 21 years old. I was in my 20s. So obviously you see alcohol as like, oh, I want to have this. And I saw that guy swirling the glass and, walking through the cabins and things, and sharing this little guy.
The tasse de vin.
Yeah, and I said,
this little guy, by the way.
I say, I want to be like him. I want that. I want that for myself. Many years passed. I went back to Argentina and then came back to the US, but this time was forever. I got a really nice job here in Westchester, the golf club, and I really love this. This is phenomenal. This my boss is amazing. He's a really nice guy, phenomenal people, and I got into wines. It was 2009 and 10, and I was dating this German girl, and wasn't sure of what to do with my life in order or career orientation. Either I would stay in the hospitality industry as a, maitre d', restaurant manager, whatever, running a restaurant, becoming a restaurateur, or I would go into the path of wines. So we went to Germany, spent time with the family, blah, blah. Her father was big into wines, crazy, one of those crazy German guys. And I was like, hi, hello. Funny story. He took me to a tour of, we went to Baden, Franken, whatever, all the south, very close to Alsace. We were
the Moselle, southern part of Germany, beautiful wines.
Phenomenal. And that's when it hit my head, completely changed my life. I said, okay, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to do till the last day of my life.
Wow.
Get involved with wines, became a sommelier, and also becoming more interested in arts, because I cannot separate, and I think most people can't. Maybe I'm going too far, but I think that the connection between art and wines goes beyond our what's this? Our substance.
That's right.
It goes to our souls. Wine has been friends with men forever. I don't know when was the first person that discovered, okay, this beautiful grape juice is, well, making me feel amazing. The Greeks, oh, the Romans, the moving that trend to France and to all the areas of Europe, discovering and sharing the knowledge. And I think you and I, as wine people, wine connoisseurs, professionals, or somms in general, we also have a very, very particular responsibility. We want to share this beautiful thing to the world. We want to share knowledge, but we also have to understand that is a thin line, and we have to be responsible for it. Always responsible. Yes, we have fun, we love wine, but always drink responsible.
I agree with you. So tell us, we're missing something in the story. You fell in love with that girl, loved her father, turned your life into wine. What happened to this charming lady?
Well,
you depleted the cellar with her and then you moved on? Is it what happened?
I lost her in the cellar. No, lovely lady. I think she's fine. It's been years, of course. We broke up. I came back to New York.
And you speak ganz gut Deutsch. Das ist warum dein Deutsch
ich weiß es nicht. Warum.
Ich liebe
ich bin Argentinian, aber there's a long tradition between Germany and Argentina.
Yes, we won't get into
not talk about it.
We'll keep it very quiet.
Nobody knows. Nobody needs to know.
But you were in love with the U.S. and your dream was to come back to the U.S., right?
Yes.
And you finally succeeded to do so.
Fell in love with New York, with the energy. If I find my passion, if I want to say what my passion is the energy, trying to capture that moment, being conscious. When we are conscious, right? When you really enjoy and think this is a minute, this is an hour, this is a day. We are conscious.
Yes.
Conscious of your amazing power as human, and also as you're amazed by the limitations that you have, the fragility that comes with it. I don't know if you get me. I'm going a little bit of here and there.
No, it's good. It's good. Keep going. You are the drug, as Salvatore Dali said about himself. I don't do drugs. I'm the drugs. You are the same. You are the contagious one.
Phenomenal. Thank you. Cheers to that.
Well, cheers to that. Now you're trying the Malbec. So this is in your honor. Number 68, when in 1868, Fernando, Malbec came to the shores of Argentina and became thereafter the forever fabulous, irresistible, rich, dark, possessive, and intricate grapes that really weave the beautiful vineyards of Argentina. So describe it to us. Tell us about number 68, because this is all you in this glass of wine.
Thank you very much. I love the description. Thank you. So bright, absolutely amazing, deep purple with hints of mahogany or something here.
Ooh, we recognize the paint fucking colors. Describe it, Fernando, like one of your paintings, if you don't mind. Use the terms of your art to describe the wine.
I like that. So this is a beautiful redhead.
Ooh, I feel it.
Oh my God, look at those legs. Look at those legs, man.
I'm looking at her, I'm feeling her all around.
Yeah. Well, but she's dressed in black. That's what she's dressed in black. Maybe she is a Bond girl.
Is she dancing tango with you?
She is. She is, but my expression would be more art paintings than dancer. If I were a dancer, I would be the best dancer. If you were a football player will be the best football player, but our expression comes in different ways. My voice is through art and wines, and your voice is also through art and wines. And you are a creator. You create amazing wines. You have a line, a connection between France and America that nobody else did. It's amazing. I love what you did. This is
like you with Argentina and America. Yes. So we were on the leg, we were on the dress. She has red hair, she has beautiful legs. You may want to talk about the shoulders and the cleavage because you're very good. Behind you, I could see some gorgeous offerings.
I will see. We'll see. We're gonna take a closer look at those things.
Yeah, you're gonna have to describe your art style for all of us.
I will. Actually, you have a beautiful blondie behind you.
Well,
describe.
So, dear friends, I'm very honored, blessed, and emotional to tell you that Fernando, for my birthday, when I turned 49, last year, he came to our fabulous wedding, celebrations, and he so kindly offered me this insane painting. So I brought it for all of you to see. It's hang in our home on Wapo Hill. And we had guests yesterday, and I presented this painting for at least 15 minutes. So Fernando, describe it for us.
Well, actually, this is funny, but she is a a little inspiration.
I her a lot.
Yeah, she has a little bit of everything. I was inspired by the movie of Lady Gaga, Shallow, or A Star Is Born, and particularly that song. And I envision her as like a siren, like one of those girls are really, really seductive, really, really sensuous.
And voluptuous.
But in the same way, it's a bit of a danger area if you go there. So on the sides, you will see a little bit of warning signs. So there's tarot cards, there's poker cards, there's a little bit of I think it's I put a skull, something around there.
Yeah.
Those are warning signs. Sometimes falling in love too quickly might hurt. So it's a little.
And I love how you integrated the Empress card of tarot, and of course the heart with the 3 saber in it. This is not the Cupid heart. This is the penetration of your own self and the resurrection of your own awakening of love. And I love that image. And here you totally taken by the tornado that swallows you, either as an image of the eye, the heart, the lips, or just generally the overall. So I love all those symbols that you've really brought into this painting. This is very cool. And how did you varnish it? What's your technique here to make it still shiny?
Well, I actually, you see, we started our conversation with saying it's a collection. Life is a collection of experiences and things and meetings and this journey and blah blah. So I was actually there were looking for electricians appliances to fix something at home. I can't remember what it was at the moment or right now, but I saw a fellow showing how to cover a wooden block with a new resin. This was probably 5 years ago. And I saw the demo and I said, okay, that's it? Does it cover every type of material or is just wood? Well, I'm only using it for wood, but let me try now. So we tried on fabric and a piece of fabric. And then I said, okay, well, how about paint? Well, yeah, of course, it goes on everything. From that moment on, I used that resin and it works perfectly on my paintings. That's a finished touch. I used to use the commercial varnishes, but they tend to go yellow with time. This one vitrifies everything. So that painting is like, it's probably.
So how do you apply it technically?
Yeah.
How do you apply it?
Brushes, I do brushes.
So it's laid with a brush when the paint is obviously very dry and finished.
Yeah. Usually it takes, I wait at least 1 or 2 months before doing this.
Yeah.
It has to
I'm
be
a
super.
big fan of it. And I love, obviously, the glow to it. And you can see how amazing it looks right here. But I'm going to take it back home just to let you know. So how would you define your style as an artist?
I think I am, I consider myself an impressionist. If there was ever one left alive, this would be me picking up the brush where the other guy left it.
Ah.
Not trying to cut my ear off, okay?
Yes, the style behind you, those two personalities are very Van Gogh type of influence as well. Has he between Dali, Surrealist, Impressionism,
Yes.
Van Gogh, do you find all of those really coming to your mind when you paint?
Absolutely. I think this is the first time that I am actually opening myself to telling somebody so close about my art.
Thank
There's
you.
something that happens at 3 a.m. in the morning. They come out and these beautiful things happen. You know, I have no explanation. Yes, I have a couple of glasses of wine because nobody in their sane mind can do this without being a little bit altered.
That helps.
But I tell you, Jean-Charles, something happens at 3 a.m. in the morning. Boom. The colors become alive. I'm crazy with energy. I start wearing the brush like boom, boom, boom. Crazy.
Really? So you don't pre-draw on the canvas?
Never.
With a pencil, you just go for it. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. And
That's
in
very
6 hours, actually in 6 hours, I can do one, like 6 hours.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're a fast painter.
Yeah, it's very aggressive when it comes to the brush.
And what
But
paint
it's,
do you do? Just for everyone to look at your art, what paint do you use? What style?
Oh,
Oil?
I think I created my own style. It's a Silva style.
I love
I
it.
think this is it. You know, we are all known by something. How do you walk into a museum and you see, okay, that's a Matisse. That is, oh, that's Modigliani. Oh, that's Van Gogh. That's. Speaking of dreams, I hope one day people will come to a museum like the MoMA, like, oh, that's a Silva. That's Fernando Silva.
Absolutely. And now they're coming to my house and they started to recognize your style. Ha ha!
It's a new thing. Thank you.
So
you.
what is your main inspiration, Fernando? Is it fair to say, having seen many of your arts, that women tend to be a leading inspiration to what you paint?
The most inspiring thing for me is actually the past moments. The energy that we use into one single act. And my interest as an artist is to capture that moment. See that blonde lady, see that girl over there with the champagne. It was just one night, one single glaze. It's like trying to capture that, trying to take a snapshot of that single moment that will be gone forever.
Like the lady behind you, not the mermaid with the champagne, the other one with the dollar sign and the question mark right in the
Oh, all right.
Yes, on your one.
All right, very good.
Are you?
So I'm gonna move.
Chakras? Yeah, this one. We could see you very well. Tell us about this piece.
All right, so this piece is called, or this lady is called Lady Quarantine. It says, you know, I finished this painting, no problem, but I have to apply the glossy varnish yet. So let's see if we can see this closer. If you allow me to do this, all right? It's the artistic side.
There's a lot of symbol here.
There is.
Wow.
This is a big piece, all right?
Yeah.
So it calls for this time a moment that we are all living, all right? And this piece has a sister I'll show you later on in a couple of minutes. But this is our brains where we are involved in the world today. That's the tarot cards here on
He looks
top.
like George Washington. Is he George Washington?
He is George Washington because his brain is still into not believing. This is the first stages. This is very, very contemporary. This is 3 months old only. So then you see the transition of things.
Yes.
And now he's wearing a mask. Then the questions, you know, and you know, so many uncertainties, so many questions of people that, you know, is this really happening? Are we going to be like, you know, the last humans in the world? What is going on with that? It's a lot of thinking, a lot of brain. Of course, it affected our finances everywhere, you know, very well, and we all know. Is this a matter of fortune, or is just, you know, being just the fittest, like Darwin said?
Yes. Good question.
Very good question. So yes, she has a question mark because she's, you know, also not knowing what to do, but she's ready to work. She's ready to go for the fight. She's ready. That's why the hat is white, representing the health care people, doctors, nurses, and everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid, I'm going. So this is the explanation of Lady Quarantine.
I love it. And she has the American flag on her left arm.
Yes, she's ready to go.
She's ready to go. Well, congratulations. Yes. What a great, fabulous, thoughtful piece for the time we're in. So then you see there's a mirror to this one, right?
There's another one, and this is, I call this the essentials.
Yes.
For 2020. Now this is I don't know, an iconic shot of the of Tarantino's movie Pulp Fiction.
Yes. Right? I was thinking of that. Yes.
But in this case, they have no guns. There's no guns involved here. There's no need for a gun. With everything that we're suffering, with people, you know, it's a virus, so there's no need for guns.
That's true.
So there's many ways to kill somebody, I guess. Better not talk about this tonight. Better enjoy the wine. Let me
yes, wine. We don't kill them, we kill them alive.
For life.
To life.
Life.
To Argentina and Malbec, even though it's Napa Valley, we have a toast for you.
I love it. It makes me feel like home. And that's a lot coming from an Argentinian.
Well, it's a great compliment. I have the feeling to go into your brain, but keep going on the painting. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, please.
This is such a great piece.
So, this is the my take on this craziness of division between, you know, our society.
Yes.
The society that we live on, you know, the American dream and everything. Now we have I'm incorporating Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man over here. because it's all this piece. I think it involves the real soul of humans, of all mankind, men, women, any gender. It is a definition how this thing is killing without guns, destroying and attempting to destroy humanity.
Mm. And I love it. You've taken the perfect golden ratio, the perfect divine proportion within the Leonardo da Vinci portrait of who.
Yes, smart man.
I see that this is very well done. Within, which I love, is a spiral, which is, you know, very similar to the idea of the Nautilus in the ocean, the ultimate energy that takes us
right.
round soul.
The waves. That is correct. That is correct. So this piece, the essentials. And now let's talk about something a bit more fun, live. Let's make it, you know.
But I love the fact.
I want to go back to the champagne.
Yes, of course. Let's go back to 69. But I love the fact, Fernando, that I've seen many of your pieces, which I'm so impressed. You know, I love to paint. I'm certainly not at your level, but I think painting is the expression of who you are, what you think. And if you could translate it, as you just have on those two magnificent canvas, congratulations. And you're telling such a story and so much about how you feel, and it's so current. And I want to raise my glass to you with a little more 69 because I share your point of view.
Thank you.
I love how you cut that bottle as well. Look at that precision. God, I know you've sabered thousands of those. You do that at the golf club too, at the Glen Arbor Golf
time, yeah.
So you teach your guests how to saber as well, right?
I do, yes. I do a series of classes, and this is very important because people go through, I mean, you see the stuff on the internet there. Everybody wants to savor a bottle of wine.
Yeah, of course.
It's amazing. But if you don't have the technique, there's a lot of accidents that might happen. And especially with young kids, I wouldn't let kids to try to do this type of a trick. Or is it a trick? What was this Napoleon that or there's just tell me a little bit more because you're from there, so you tell me a little bit more about sabrage. What is the story on your side?
Well, sabrage, exactly. So sabre in French is to use the saber, the sabre that you're holding right now, the Buena Vista saber, and you basically at the end of every battle that Napoleon would win, his soldiers would come up with the champagne and they would saber it on a horse. And it became a huge tradition from literally the late 18th century onwards to saber. And you've done it beautifully. Your movement was perfect. Your wrist was very well trained, as I could see the wrist of a painter. Up, 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 up. You know how to use it. So when you paint, you drink wine, even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So wine is an inspiration to you.
Well, yes, of course. Imagine, like I mentioned before, it is kind of hard to, it would be very kind of this, not design, but it would be the outcome of that painting will have no soul. You understand? A painting is a soul, and you become the painting becomes you. You are the art piece. Every piece here has not only my signature, but it has a part of me. And so what's a legacy? What's I don't know. It's hard to explain, but if a painting doesn't have any soul, you will notice. You will say, oh, okay, that's okay. That's okay, art. Yeah, fine. Yeah, cute. Good colors, yeah. good technique. But when something has soul, it has motion, it
And
has
emotion.
vitality, it has energy, power, it has sadness, of course, it has love, everything. It has life. It is alive. Like we say, it's alive.
It's alive. And I love it because as you keep
It's alive.
looking at your painting, there's a lot of message. And that's what I'm a big fan of your personality, first and foremost, and your style as the extension of you with the brush, because you really, through colors and movements and obviously phenomenal shapes, transpired what you have in your mind. And I love it because your painting have a meaning. It's not just, you know, one of those canvas sometimes which goes for a million that is all black. Okay, what are we seeing here? Or all white with just one dot. What are we seeing here? And you know who I refer to. And this is really compelling to see that you really paint with your mind, with your emotion, with your personality. And it speaks, it feels, it senses, and it screams. One of the painting on the far right, the mermaid, screams to me. Can we see her face, by the way? Because, you know, she's faceless. I want to see her. I want to see who you were. I know you were thinking of Jen, maybe, but, you know, close enough. Yes.
All right. So actually, this is one of my exes. She posed for me. So an Italian girl, okay,
Ooh.
from Verona.
I could see that.
She had the black hair and the eyes, right? But she was in love with French champagne. So I got this little thing. It was around the time of, remember the Pray for France and everything?
Yes.
Okay, so I did an inspired of Eiffel Tower. And Dom Perignon is, you know, one of my favorites.
Sure.
So
I forgive you today.
Nothing wrong.
I thought it was JCB only exclusively, but maybe, you know, once in a while I got to be betrayed by my best friend.
Oh, let me do this. How about this? JCB No.
Well, we'll cut the canvas. I'll send you a little piece of canvas.
Okay.
Maybe we'll collab.
I'll make one for you.
And you have the French flag.
Right, so French flag, of course. French flag, very French inspired, very Frenchy, this one.
And
very
I love
Frenchy.
it because you represent here so well her pulpous lips, her sense of seduction, and bringing you into her world. You really transcribe that so well.
So it was very involved into the siren, and you know, because the Greek Odyssey and the sirens, and I think it's an homage to the old Greeks. Fantastic. I love this.
She was your Greco-Roman goddess. I love that.
Yeah, you got it. That's what it is. Yes. Well, I got a couple of other things that I want to show you, but I want to go back to the Malbec. Just a little tiny. I want to re-taste this because I put it on my fridge, and apparently took a lot of more than usual coolness. So let me go again.
Well, you were very warm, so we had to adjust your body temperature, your heat, your Argentinian sangre to the Malbec style from Napa Valley.
The fruit is amazing. The fruit is amazing.
I gotta more with you. I agree. And you know, we only make 2 barrels of this wine, so it's only 50 cases, 600 bottles, extremely allocated. And people love the style of the California Napa Valley Malbec.
It's.
Can you describe it for us? Because you started and I interrupted you.
Really juicy, really amazing wine. There's notes of lavender. You get a lot of violets and lavender.
Yeah.
The berries are delicious. This is super juicy. This is a really well-made wine. So
Thank
your winemaker is
Stephanie Putnam.
Stephanie. Yes, yes, yes.
It's a lady that inspires you a lot as well because she makes wine at Raymond and as well JCB. The beautiful blonde curls, and she's delighted to know that we're together today. I was just with her, in fact, blending wines.
Oh my God.
She sends her best.
Blending is an art.
She said she's ready to give you some of her hair to adapt to one of the paintings within the vernis you put within the glass. Maybe you put her real hair.
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it.
Fernando, in the last few moments we have together, we have for you the Salvatore Dali, the stylish painter of the 21st century, as I introduced you, a little surprise because you're going to show us now how you touch a little bit the canvas with your fingers, with your brush, and show us a little bit about how you do things, because we always so impressed by you as an eloquent painter and wine sommelier and master of wine and all of the above. And we'd love to see you in action. Can we see that?
All right, but I need another. I'm gonna have another touch of this. I'm gonna move a little bit the camera, and then I'm gonna invite you to my realm, to my ambiance.
We love it. We want to be part of your ambiance, even more than we are now. So we'll see you in 1 second.
Fantastic.
Great job. So now we'll wait. Jen is giving me the vodka.
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna move the camera, the position of the camera to another thing. But you were great, man.
You did an amazing job.
Amazing. No, you. It's all you.
No, it's all you.
You gave me this. I said,
oh, that was the JCB, of course.
Yes, but I said, how can I use this? When am I going to use this?
That was impressive. You did amazing. And you really did it with the skirt too, which is not easy to saber with the skirt. That's the skirt.
Yes, I forgot to remove the thingy.
I think it looked better without removing it.
I don't know, it looked more natural.
Ooh, look at this.
I said I'm gonna paint.
What a jacket. Did you paint it or no?
No, I got this. This is what I do when I do, well, they canceled Art Basel this year, so I'm not gonna do it. I usually dress like that or wear a hat or do some crazy things. I love this, by the way.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
No.
All about the emotion of bondage. Attach her wrist and she will give you her body. That's another quote, Patrick. Attack her wrist. Attach her hands and she will give you her whole body. Dylan, that's for you to practice.
Yes.
I love your settings. Your studio looks awesome.
It is. Yeah, well, it's a crazy place.
I need
bottles on the floor.
Oh, it's great, but that's the best. There's no need of. I would love for you, if you don't mind, to send me the info or just the brand or picture of the varnish. I want to try that technique.
Okay, cool. I can do a video show you how to do this.
Yeah, please.
Or when I do the when I do the varnish, maybe I can do it with you and show you how to use it.
Oh, look! I love it.
All right, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, for sure, very well.
Can you?
Yeah, no, this is awesome. You are so good.
All right, so what is this? This piece is going to be called the Bond Legacy.
Okay.
the Bond legacy. What, because I've been flirting with that idea of what is the legacy? What is the infinity? What is the next thing? You were talking about dreams, and I said, well, my dream will be one day that people walk into a museum like the MoMA and say, wow, that is Silva.
Yeah, and they will.
And
I love this piece. This is very cool.
I did a little bit of a
Cool.
retro vintage idea. So we have Thunderball. One of my friends retired from.
Let's shoot now. Are you ready?
Yeah, well, I'm ready. Let me just let me have a little sip.
Yeah, have a sip. So Fernando, we are back in the studio, and now you moved a few feet away. We could see your easel. You changed jacket. You look sexy as always. It makes me think you exhibit in Art Basel, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, a couple of times.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this year they canceled Art Basel. So let's see what happens, how the market moves around.
Well, but this is amazing to be asked, dear friends, to be in Art Basel is the ultimate honor as an artist. It is, for all of you who don't know, the ultimate exhibition, who started in Basel, Switzerland, and now he's moving around the world, including Florida. And look at Fernando, how good he looks! He is a Dali of the 21st century. I love it. So tell us what you're doing here. We are with you.
Well, first of all,
show us what paint you're using.
Really enjoying this Malbec.
Thank you.
Like I said before, I cannot separate the wine aficionado, the wine lover, to the artist. It comes together. It's the same package, you know. So this piece is called Shaken or Stirred.
Oh, hey, and look what happens.
Wow.
Look what happens.
Look what I have.
I love it. You're going directly from the bottle. You see, I saved the bottle for you, but we made a little stirred because we don't want to shake that vodka. It's too high end. It's too sensitive. It's like us. We're too emotional to be shaken. We want to be gently touch and caress, like your canvas.
Well, I promised I was going to be gentle, but I don't think I can carry out that promise to the end.
Look at this. So you've done gold foiling around the Leonardo da Vinci golden proportion man.
So it's Da Vinci's. I have a thing for Da Vinci thing. I don't know why. I woke up one of this. It's a 3 a.m. thought, you know, 3 a.m. in the morning thought with all this craziness. Something takes kind of possession of me and ends up doing this. I went to bed last night at 5 a.m. in the morning painting because I can't stop. Once I start, I cannot stop until I wake up in the morning and I say, what did I do last night? What the heck?
Well, we have a lot of Malbec, at least like Francis Bacon, who woke up in the middle of his canvas and the 3 or 4 bottles of wine finished. He suddenly says, I remember.
This is the proof.
That's the proof.
Yes. This is the proof.
So keep going on the inspiration. Tell us. So obviously the Bond legacy. So we can see.
Legacy. Yes. So this is what happened. Why is Bond and my canvas today? I got a very, very good friend of mine. Worked with her at the club for 5-6 years, and she's retiring. All right. So she comes home and say, well, I'm leaving, blah, blah, retiring. We're moving with my family to Florida. And she's like, I have a lot of stuff that I haven't checked in years. like a lot of stuff. And I said, you love art. Why don't you take a couple of things, see if you get some inspiration there? And I said, all right, what do you have that is, kind of coming to my attention? And she came with a lot of old records, like LPs. All right, of some sort.
Of course. It carries good memories, specifically the covers too, right?
So she gave me the covers, and among the covers,
David,
the Police, Sting. We all love Sting. It's phenomenal. He's into wines too, so
yeah.
Italians though, I think. Got Barry White. Got one of the originals, Beatles.
Wow.
Yes. So this amazing collection had in between the cover of Thunderball. She loved that song at that time. It was one of the first movies that she went for Bond and everything. And I said, okay, I'll take this and that. And from that, this was like 2 months ago. From that moment, I became kind of obsessed with Bond issue. So I watched, how many movies? I don't know. I watched from the worst ones, from the crazy ones, the good ones, but I think I stick with Sean Connery. I think Sean Connery will be the ideal, more of a, when you say Bond, James Bond will be just him. But maybe it's my opinion, okay?
And I love how you've gold plated, for Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Around the Leonardo da Vinci, where gold leafing was obviously very, very fashionable during the Italian Renaissance as well. So you're really playing with periods, with times, with ideas, with techniques. Congratulations, this is very exciting.
Cheers. So you're watching this on the making.
Hey, show us your beautiful palette of colors. How do you organize your colors?
I do not organize my colors. I paint over and over and over, layers and layers. So I'm going to show you the back. This is a transparent palette.
So the back
will show you different layers.
Yes.
This is the thickness. I don't know if you can see the thickness
of
the paint.
It looks like the geology of Napa Valley.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And which paint style do you? Is it acrylic?
These are acrylics. Yes, I use acrylics, but I trained for many years in oils.
Yeah, I could tell.
So when people ask me, it's like, are these oils? No, but I just have the brush stroke of an oil painter.
Yeah.
Particularly an impressionist oil painter. So this is what happens when you paint. You get dirty sometimes. In a good way.
I'm so impressed with your vision and going back into storytelling. This is fabulous. Fernando, you are the star. You are the Bond of the art world. With a little bit of Valley Seeds too. Because you're kind of a surrealist thinker.
I have a little bit of a Dali on me, Must be the Spanish mustache.
Yeah. So, Fernando,
yes.
What is your dream? Besides the one you display on your artwork, what dream do you want to share?
Besides the MoMA, maybe do a series of very interesting labels for some interesting vineyard. Maybe one of the most famous vineyards in Napa. Who knows?
So when are you coming so we can live paint in the vineyards and invite all our guests to paint with us? Wouldn't it be fun?
Oh, that'll be awesome. But my condition will be, it has to be body painting.
Well, Jen just volunteered. She just raised her hands.
Very good. Here we go.
So you have one candidate. her body is very tiny and very thin and athletic, so there's not enough to paint, but we can manage.
I'm very creative.
I know you are.
And so you are.
So Fernando,
Yes,
as
sir.
we sadly have to soon say goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm holding the JCB Incredible Vodka as the Bond Ultimate Moments, Agent 69, and with you, the artist, the master sommelier, the runner of the best club in New York, as one of the most high-profile, unique golf club, as well, and private club, Glen Harbor. Is there a message you want to send to everybody as you, the charming, irreverent, and irresistible painter, and of course, wine man?
Yes, there is. I forgot, I'm gonna open the vodka to share with you because every beginning has an end, but
no end is without a beginning either. I would love for you to paint a bottle with your brush. You know, I do a lot of that with my girls, and we do a lot of spray painting for fun. And it could get very wild and entertaining to paint that very unique decanter that I'm showing you here. And I will, at some stage, paint with the ladies and show you how we've done it. Ooh.
whoa. Mm. Mm. Wow. Surprise. Wow.
Woo. Woo.
This is a wow.
And you're having it pure.
Wow. Well, cheers. Another hit. This is a home run. This is poetry. This is this is more inspiration for me. I gotta finish this one now.
Thank you. Muchísimas gracias. So tell us and send us away with an artistic, inspirational Silva message before we all see you at MoMA and in the World Museums. We see you already in the beautiful Glen Harbor wine list and phenomenal programs and dreams. But now we want to see that art hang in the best places around the planet. Give us a message of hope or fun or whatever you want to say to all of us.
My message to all of you, to everybody, if I have to give you a message, is live, love, have fun, don't fear, just go for it. If you have a feeling, this is a moment, there's no other moment. This is it. Live life, enjoy it. Yeah, it's raining. Well, go out and enjoy the rain. Well, it's sunny. Go out and enjoy the sun. Enjoy it. Moments with the family, moments with your loved ones, moments with the kids. I don't know. Everything. Enjoy life. Life is amazing. And we have to make the best out of it. Find your voice and express it. My voice is expressed through wines and arts. Find yours.
We love it, Fernando Silva! Incredible, the artist, the wine man, the man who succeeds to intertwine so well wine and art. Fernando, always an inspiration, an amazing time with you. You gave me a million ideas in the last hour. I cannot wait to go back to my little garage as well tonight, much later tonight. It's going to be midnight in California. It's going to be 3 a.m. I'm going to think of you. Maybe I'll call you. And we'll
3 a.m. you can. I'll be out. I'll be up. I'll be working on my painting. I have my bond here in inspiration to finish.
I love it. And Fernando, congratulations for who you are, for what you do, for all what you do for others, not only at the Glen Harbor Club, but at the same time, thanks to your art. You're an amazing man. We're so blessed to know you. And We will post your websites, and anyone who wants to be in touch with you and get your painting or commission something, of course, they will be welcome to get to know you directly. Dear friends, a big toast to all of you for being with us over the last hour. To Fernando Silva.
To Jean-Charles Boisset.